Well, yeah, when I race 6, number 2 on 10, the hooks being raced by the Moritz Fontaine P2R Limited, nominated Miss Jessica, Miss J. Gel, I should say. Trained by Al Creep, and well, it looks like Greg has the spotty track for breakfast. That was another top class ride. Caught them as he did with Samar, if memory serves, but well ridden, Greg, you deserve it. Swan is a 5-year-old daughter of Dynasty, was bred by the Voggebos Drift and Moritz Fontaine stud. 289 won your result, race number 6.
On Tender Hooks runs out a fluent victory this afternoon, racing over the 1900-metre trip. It looked to be a bit of a topsy-turvy field, but Greg, I know you're modest, but that was a fantastic ride. That was brilliant to watch. At one stage, sitting last, next thing I blinked, you were taking the lead, and you were doing it easily.
She was, Nadine, and, it's a tricky situation, but you've got to back yourself sometimes, and when I studied this race last night, I felt that it was going to be a very sedate run race, and I just felt that if Mangro got the lead and he went slow, it was the only way he was really going to be able to beat us with carrying such a hefty weight. And albeit I'm on a filly carrying 60, you've also got your work cut out, but I decided I was going to give her a sit the first 800 metres and then make decisions through the 6 furlong, and it's exactly how it panned out. The pace was sedate. Made my move down the back, but because it was so sedate, I didn't have to do too much. And once I hit the 800 and I had momentum, started to stretch along nicely, let her use herself, and took them off the bit early, I think, and she kicked really well for me.
Certainly, as you explained it, as you hit the front, you still looked so comfortable, and that's when you look at something, you go, wow, she's still a big runner.
Yes, and she had the blinkers on, so it's not like I could have just smutsed a little bit longer. I had to get after her, had to make her hit the line. Couldn't worry about what was happening behind me because I'd played my cards early.
Everyone was starting to panic, I can tell you.
Well, I played my cards early, Nadine, and that was what it was about, and I'm just glad the filly stayed there. So nice win for the late dynasty, for my breeders, Richmond Highlands, obviously, and obviously Voggebos Drift, Moritz Fontaine, Jessica, Mary Slack, Stephen, everybody else. Thank you very much.
Super. Definitely have to say you earned your riding fee on this one. Well done.
Thank you very much.
Alan stepping up, joining me once again on Tender Hooks, as Greg mentioned about the late dynasty, and she's put in a fine performance here. You had her very, very well, watched her coming back. She was certainly fit enough to pull something like this off, but I do think that a good deal of the credit has to go to Greg here.
Well, let me start to congratulate first Jessica and Stephen Gel. Very well done, and the Moritz Fontaine Voggebos Drift outfit on this very nice win. and this is what jockeys get paid for. This is a good ride. 100% credit to Greg. I don't think I can go much more than that. He showed the true professional that he is. He made his decision. This is what he gets paid for, and this is the result we expect. Well done.
There you go, summed up short and sweet. I have to agree with everything Alan has said, that was phenomenal to watch. It was a piece of mastery. So there you go. We saw Greg perfecting and honing his art there. And On Tender Hooks is in the winner's box for the 4th time this afternoon. As Alan says, very well done to Maritz Fontaine. Great performance from her.